My house is on the market. How on earth can I keep it show ready with kids and all of their stuff hanging around? Hi, it's Robbie Breaux with Robbie Breaux and team at eXp Realty, and I'm here to give you 3 tips on how to get your home staying show ready. So one of the most important things I want you to keep in mind, there's oftentimes that we have buyers that are coming in from out of town and the house is a wreck and we've got one shot to be able to get a hold of these folks. A lot of times if they miss out on that appointment, we may not get a chance to get those folks back because every showing is going to count. It only takes one person to be able to make that sale happen. So how do we do that? First off, before we actually put it on the market, there's a couple of tips that we can end up doing. First, we take little Johnny, little Susie's toys. We're gonna cut that down in half, put them in a bin. We don't wanna get rid of all of their favorite things, but we wanna make sure that we've got the top 2 to 3 things that they love to play with. One of the things that I found whenever I was moving and my son was 4 years old, he had tons of stuff, all the things that were out there. We put all those things in a bin. I had the guilty conscience. I didn't wanna miss out on him being able to mess with his stuff. I moved it up into the attic. What ended up popping up a few weeks down the line, I noticed that he never ever asked for those toys. So off to Goodwill it went. We sold our property, bought something that was gonna be on a renovation. Again, I took half of the things that were there, put it in a bin, moved it off to storage while we were in the middle of remodeling our home. Funny thing happened, guess what? He didn't ask for any of those toys ever again. So, they've got more things than they know what to do with, and at least, we can live with our own consciences knowing that the stuff is there in case they ever do. But, if we can eliminate and declutter the amount of things on the front end, that makes things a little bit easier on those last minute showings. So, tip 2. If they're calling 15 minutes ahead of time before schedule, a lot of times these buyers that are popping in, they see a property that's in the neighborhood and emotions are high. It's just like going into the car lot. They see something on the side of the road that they absolutely love. They got to see it. These are great opportunities to be able to go and show your house. So please be on the lookout for it. So when that showing happens to happen, we have a big empty container. All of the things that are out, we go ahead and stick all those things in this container. Instead of finding their right place for them, we put them in the back into that big old container, throw them in the back of the car or the truck, and voila, clean house. Third, this is one of the things that keeps on the routine. If we've got minimal amount of things that are inside the house, staying on top of cleaning up nightly, that way the pile doesn't tend to grow on us. I know everybody's super busy with work and school and activities and all those other things that are out there. But if we can make a nightly ritual before going to bed to pick those things up, it leaves the chaos out of the way for any of those that happen to go for, those last minute showings, and it minimizes it down. So before going to bed, make sure you go and jump on that. So just to recap, 3 tips. Before we go on the market, we want to cut down on the kids' toy inventory. We put that either in storage or into the attic. Number 2, getting that Tupperware bin. They make the real big ones you can buy. Lowe's, Home Depot, Doug Ashey, Stein's. They've got the real big ones that slide into the back of the trunk or into the back seat of the car. Very effective to get that last minute stuff that's out there. And number 3, nightly checkups of picking up the things that are there, so that way we're not in a rush if we happen to get a last minute showing. So if you've got any questions about getting your house set up and ready for sale for any of these other things, I'd love to hear from you. Give me a call on my personal cell, 337-658-5690. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.